My favorite episode at the moment has to be the robot revolution. I think it's just so cool that you get to see all of the different robots just go crazy, and the kids have to go and save the day once again, and with the help of helping like with Lady Magnitude and everything.
My favorite storyline is the Big Book of Detectives because it really portrays like Grace's personality in that, and I think that that's really cool to share with like the community.
My favorite released story would probably have to be the one about critter champs because that is Nevaeh's specialty. So she knows all about this and it's like her field.
One of my favorite storylines is with Mookie and I dropped my tablet and then I had to come back with Spartacus and it was great. Oh no, Mookie! I had to yell in the studio. It was awesome.
Being involved with Jadyn has just been the most epic experience ever. This is my first time ever doing a voiceover ever, and so having it based where I live, where I grew up in, and where I was born right here in St. Louis, and so to have it based here and with friends that I know, both Riley and Leia, it is just such a cool experience, and it's always like one of the best parts of my day that I get to come in and do what I love.
Jadyn has really had an impact on my life since I've started it because this is my first voiceover opportunity, and being able to work with the people that I'm super duper close with and just having this entire like community be there for me is just incredible.
Besides Neveah, my favorite Jadyn character would probably have to be Grace because I think she's like really funny and she's like really witty, and that is something I really value in a character, which is why I love playing Neveah as well. But like, she's just so relatable and I love her so much.
I would say that my favorite character in Jadyn besides Tyler has to either be Neveah or Grace. They are just so hilarious in this series, and it is just, and Riley and Leia, they're already like very funny, and so that is just that they bring that in, and then the characters are already funny. It's just like a hilarious time both in the studio and on screen.
I think it's really, really special. It's going to touch kids around the world. It's also going to touch black and brown, people of color, children of color, and it's actually going to close the literacy gap for kids. And the fact that it has a website, it has comics, it has a lot of resources, and I feel like if this continues for a very long time, that everybody's going to be able to see it and they're going to enjoy Jadyn and have fun with it as well.
I think the biggest thing that I've heard people say about Jadyn is the diversity and where it comes from. Like, I'm Asian and a lot of the characters are Black and African American, and I think that that's super important to share with the community, especially the young audience that we're like portraying to.
I think it's important not only to show like diverse characters, but like diverse characters working together, because like as a person who lives in St. Louis, not all of my friends are like the same race, and it's an important dynamic to show like different people working together, especially like when there's times of need, like during a pandemic, for example. So I think it's very important to show this like community building, especially for kids, because it encourages like unity and learning as a community, which I think is so important.